Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give it just a moment to make sure everybody gets connected to audio before we get started here. All right, so I think the bulk are connected, so let's be timely and get this going. So hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our third Military to Manufacturing Virtual Career Fair of 2024. We are so excited to be here connecting you all with companies who are actively seeking military affiliated talent. These events were designed to not only help the broader military community better understand the manufacturing industry, but to directly connect your talent with industry hiring managers. So, welcome again. Let me introduce myself since I will be your MC today. My name is Rachel Wolford, and I am Director of Program Operations for Heroes Make America. I'm currently located at Fort Riley, Kansas, but I oversee all of our DoD SkillBridge programs while also focusing on process and operational improvements. Today, we are featuring 8 companies from the manufacturing and supply chain industry. I'm excited to have you all learn more about how these companies could be a part of your next career chapter. Before we begin, I also want to briefly highlight where Heroes Make America came from and why we are doing events like this today. You may not already know this, but the Manufacturing Institute is the workforce development and education affiliate of the National Association of Manufacturers. The NAM is the largest manufacturing trade association in the country, representing over 14,000 manufacturers ranging from small to large in every industrial sector in all 50 states. It's a big organization. So, why do we bring this up? The Manufacturing Institute's goal is to help bring awareness to, train, and connect various populations with the manufacturing sector because, frankly, we have a big mission to fill with roughly 583,000 plus open jobs in our industry. So, if anyone ever tries to tell you that there aren't any open jobs in manufacturing, you now know that is false. Specifically, Heroes Make America is the veteran initiative to educate and expose the military community to the vast amount of opportunities that are available in our industry. Many times, our military community may not be aware of the many similarities between military experience and the manufacturing industry and just how much of a fit it really can be. I won't go into too much detail, but I do want to highlight 3 main areas that our Heroes Make America program focuses on. One, where it all started was with our signature SkillBridge training program. We have 8 different training programs across the country, 5 in person and 3 virtual, where we are training transitioning active duty military, reservists, National Guardsmen, veterans, and military spouses in various skills that are needed by our industry. We also have our almost weekly Heroes Connect Military to Manufacturing virtual events, where we bring in various companies for our military community to learn from manufacturers who are hiring. And finally, we started with these quarterly virtual career fairs in February of 2023, with today being our 6th one. And we also host in-person career fairs as well. We are busy. We will drop in a few links in the chat for you to be able to connect with us and see what Heroes Make America has planned. I also want to take a moment to introduce you to the Heroes Make America All-Star lineup. At the top of the slide is our leadership team, Gardner, Amy, and myself. In addition to Katie, Tony, Marvin, and Lauren, who oversee our in-person and virtual training programs, they're kind of our boots on the ground. We've also added a new member to our team this year, Audrey Clarkson, who heads up our individualized placement assistance for our students. And the key to our data and back-end processes is Renee, our systems administrator. So right now we are dropping our LinkedIn information in the chat so you can connect with us and join our future events. Networking is crucial, and we would love to have you be a part of our networks. So to the important part, company introductions. So that was a lot of information. And without further ado, I want to move on to our main feature. We know you want to hear with these companies. We know they want to talk to you all as well. So we're going to have each of our premier employers come on and do a brief introduction so that you know who they are even before going into the various breakout rooms. Oftentimes, a company's name may not tell the whole story, so don't judge a book by its cover. All of these companies make tons of really cool products that are really important to making sure our world functions. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to kick things off with our first presenter, Barb from Hydro.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. I really appreciate all that information. Thank you all for attending today. I'm very excited about talking to each one of you in the breakout rooms if possible. I wanted to explain a little bit about our company initially. We are Hydro Incorporated. We are the largest global independent pump repair company in the world. We have been in business for 55 years. We're independently held, which is really helps our business function because we are able to make decisions rather quickly in our company, and we're able to implement new ideas, and we actually are very very much interested in learning and growing our people. When you think about pumps, Hydro's pumps are large pumps. The pumps that we repair and service are all re-engineered pumps. So we have a very heavy engineering team throughout our company. Basically, our sales are 150 million plus, and we have 20 locations worldwide. I will show you the locations on the next slide. But I wanted to mention to you also that we deal in various industries. We deal within the nuclear industry, oil and gas, steel, general industrial industries, commercial, chemical, paper, and many others as well. Anywhere that you could think of that a pump may be is where our sales team is trying to reach those customers. So with that being said, if we can go to the next slide, you'll see our worldwide service centers here. They are throughout North America, Canada, Vietnam, Middle East, Australia. We have a presence in India. And also we are growing more in Saudi Arabia. We're actually building a brand new facility there as we speak. Okay, we go to the next slide. Here you can see what our core capabilities are. So through our best-in-class inspection process is where our repairs begin. So every pump and every piece of equipment that comes into our facilities are inspected. Once that inspection process occurs, those pumps are either re-engineered for our customer, or those pumps are basically re-engineered, or they're basically, sometimes we actually have a new pump, but most of the time we re-engineer all of them. You can see that our expertise is engineering. That's the heart of our business. We also have a Hydraulic Institute performance test lab. And what that is a test lab that can test up to a 5,000 horsepower pump. That is here in Chicago. We do hydraulic re-rates on all of our pumps. We analyze those pumps. If there's any hydraulic re-rates that need to be done, we have hydraulic engineers that will re-engineer them. We do reverse engineering. We do that through a roamer arm or a ferro arm, and that's a laser scanner. The laser scanner will scan the part, and the part will, those results will be sent into SolidWorks, and then that piece will be redesigned. We also have reliability services where we do on-site testing and diagnostics. We have condition monitoring, which is basically our sensor division. We also have Hydro University, which is our internal educational resource. That university is developed by our own engineers. We actually train our customers, and we also train our employees through Hydro University. So if a person needed to be more knowledgeable about a specific pump, we have various pumps within those courses available to you, and you can take online classes or in-person classes in order to become aware of what that product actually does. We also have a field service division, and this is within our nuclear department. Field services, basically those individuals would work worldwide. Many of our customers are in the US, so our field services does do quite a bit of travel within the US. There they do field machining, they do installation, they do startup of all of the equipment for our customers. And then, of course, we have the Nuclear Service and Repair Division, and that is here in Chicago. This is our only nuclear facility, and we have 3 nuclear stamps from the NRC. Those stamps are very difficult to get. Obviously, they're very easy to be taken away if your quality program doesn't meet the regulations. We just went through a very big ASME audit last week, and we had 0 defects. So we have a very good quality assurance team here, quality control processes as well. And we're very dedicated to our customers as well. On the next slide, you can see who our customers actually are. These are some of the customers that we serve. You will see that we hit various industries here. On this slide, you see that there's some nuclear companies. There's also oil and gas, steel. So we do have these companies that are long lasting with us. On the next page, you'll see what our career opportunities are. We do hire military talent. We have been doing it for years. Many of our managers have come up, have grown in our company and came right out of the military. And now they may be, one of our managers is running field service and he was in the Navy. We have another manager who's one of our technical supervisors. He was also in the Navy. We have people who have grown through the Army, started out as, came through the mechanical side of our business and grew that way. There's many opportunities to grow in our company. Starting out in a hands-on role and then growing certainly is one way of coming into hydro and growing, or we do hire directly. If you're not in a hands-on role, we would hire into like a lead position or an engineer or sales technicians, purchasing planners. We have very, very company that would be of interest probably to you with your background. So thank you all for coming, and we really appreciate your time, and I'm hoping to be talking to you all again soon. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Barb. All right, so next we're going to have Matt Squires with Niagara Bottling.
Thank you, Rachel, and great presentation, Barb. My name is Matt Squires with Niagara Bottling. I've been with the company for 5 years now. I'm the senior talent acquisition partner, along with many other talent acquisition partners within the company, and head up the Heroes Make America and many military placement programs that we have here at the company. So very military friendly. Want to do whatever we can to help you out. So thank you all very much for your service. So a little bit about Niagara Bottling. It's a private family-owned company, operates the beverage industry, specializing in product production and distribution of bottled water, various aseptic and flavored drinks. And what aseptic is a style of sanitation style process. We make dairy products, protein shakes, sports drinks, almost anything that you see in a bottle in the store, we probably make it somewhere within our company out there. And what sets us apart from other competitors is we actually do everything underneath one roof, right? So we melt the plastic, we make the caps, we process the product within house, package it, and fully ship it out. We have warehouse supply, everything is underneath one roof right there. So we're able to become the #1 private bottled, not just water, but bottled production facilities or manufacturer in the US with we still have 51 manufacturing facilities here on this slide, but we are now up to this year of 54 in North America. And where the other 3 come from is we actually have 3 in Mexico that a lot of people don't know about. So we utilize advanced technology and commitment to sustainability to provide high quality, affordable bottled water to consumers nationwide. We operate the world's fastest bottling lines at 2,800 bottles per minute that operate on state-of-the-art technology. So we do have top of the technology in the plants. A lot of you on this call today have been through some of our plants, very fast lines, 2,800 bottles a minute, averages per around 45 to 50 bottles per second. So if you can just think about that, we're making the bottle, making the cap, filling it with product, and it's going down the line at 50 bottles per second. It's very, very high speed. Next slide, please, Rachel. So here's our 54 plants in North America. They're kind of sprinkled out, and we can go over a little bit more detail in these exact locations once we get into the breakout rooms when you come in. But you can see we have some opportunities for growth also where the green flags are on there. Those are some lines that are coming in, and then our orange flags are lines that will be coming in this year alone. So we're adding one in Mexico and then we still have the Minneapolis plant to open up this year. Next slide. So here's just a few roles. Again, this is not an extensive list. This is just some of the normal everyday stuff that we're looking for here. But we have everything from electromechanic, preventative maintenance, anybody that's looking to get into the maintenance field. Maybe you did some military vehicle maintenance or, worked on the tanks, aviation, and you're looking for a place to start. It's a very great place to start there. Supervisory could be management, could just be lead positions, anything like that. Any of your logistics, warehouse, supply chain, we're always looking for those. Quality assurance, operators, leads, HR generalists, along with HR managers. We have admin positions, engineering. And again, we have a new website that's specifically for veterans, and I'll share that in just a few slides away for you, where you can go to and actually type in your MOS, and it'll help match your current MOS to a job description that we have within Niagara to make it a little bit easier. But where I say this list is not limited to is we have things such as financial positions. We like research and development, a lot of stuff that people don't think. We have scientists. So there's a lot that goes on in the background as well that come up into play when you start talking about these plants. Next slide, please. So a big question I decided to throw in here, we always get, what does your shifts look like? This is just a variant of the shift. We do have Monday through Friday positions, but we are a manufacturing facility, so we operate 365, 24/7. So there's a 90% chance when you come in and get started, you're going to be on these shift schedules. The shift schedule here is our 12-hour 2-2-3 rotation shift. So you would either be day shift or night shift. And it would start off week 1 where you would work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, and then you would work a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, you work a weekend shift, but look at that next week. You only work 2 days. You're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You get that 3-day weekend twice a month that the rest of us live for, the 2 3-day weekends we get per year, right? So it's a very good schedule to get. You can schedule doctor's appointments, kids events, sports, all those things can fall in on these days off. But not just that, you also are set up for availability for overtime if you're that person that likes overtime. You can pick and choose which days that you want to come in when it's available and be able to put a little bit of extra cash in your pocket as well. Another thing is the PTO. A lot of people don't think about PTO, but take off that Wednesday, Thursday, plan your vacations for that short week on week 2 or week 4, and you get 7 days off of PTO for only using two days of your time. So that really helps stretch that out and takes you a long way in life for that perfect work-home life balance, right? Next slide, please. So here are the owners themselves. Mr. P's the one on the left and his son, Andy, on the right. They are both highly active in the company. Our CEOs don't change. We're not on the stock market. Like I said, we're privately owned. They still have a say-so in how the plants are built, how they're laid out. They keep the culture going the way it is now. And it's really a down-to-earth family type vibe whenever you walk into one of our facilities. And this is one of those things that really helps get it going, is this mission statement from them. And that is delivering an unbeatable combination of quality, price, and service through hard work and innovation. Next slide. So like I said, I'm the point of contact for the Heroes Make America, the military placement. If you decide to apply or even want to know more, scan this QR code, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me an email, send me a text message. I always let everybody know up front. If you're sending me an email for the first time, it may get caught in our spam folders that get released weeks or 2 weeks later sometimes at that. Please send me a text message or connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message that way. And that will be the quickest possible way to get back in touch with you. Next slide. Here's that veterans website that I talked about. Feel free to take this down, snap a screenshot, use your phone, snap a picture, but you can search by MOS. Now, the great function for this, if you apply through this website, you're going to go into a separate folder that me and my team will have access to, and we will be able to see that you applied to a position before it gets stuck in the pile of 500 for all the other positions, right? Because we do have several recruiters out there, and there is a standard system that all the applications go into, and it gets graded, and it may take weeks or even months before they get to you in that application stack. If you apply through this link, we will be able to go in there and see you in that folder and see that you actually applied. And I always recommend everybody, if you apply and we have not talked, send that message. Matt, Bob, anybody on the team, I applied to this position through the veterans website. That way we can make sure that we get you on top of that list and get you talking to the person that you need to talk to. I do have Bob Egger with me on the call. He's going to join me in the breakout room. He's ex-military. He's been with Niagara for quite some time now, 2018, I believe, 2017. He's worked with me in the Jupiter plant here in Florida. We both moved up from maintenance into these roles. So we can tell you a little bit about what it's like to be in the life of manufacturing, what it's like to be in the life on the floor in Niagara plants, in the maintenance department, on the production line. We've lived it, breathed it. I look forward to seeing you all in the break rooms.
Thanks so much, Matt. All right, at this time, we're going to head over to our last presenter, Sarah with Silgan.
Well, good morning. I'm Sarah Alexander. I am an Army vet and the manager of talent acquisition here at Silgan Containers. With me today is my recruiting team. I have Alexis Juno. She is a certified military veteran recruiter. Katie Moses, Diane Wynn, and Becky Trout, all corporate recruiters that you will have a chance to meet in the breakout room shortly. So Silgan Containers is a Fortune 500 multinational packaging company with a global footprint. So we actually report up to Silgan Holdings. Silgan Holdings, 107 plant locations around the world, 6 divisions. Each division specializes in a packaging solution. So in addition to our division Containers, we have closures, dispensing, plastics, food plastics, and specialty packaging. Containers is a $3.2 billion business. We are the largest division of Silgan and the largest manufacturer of metal food packaging products here in the United States. Despite our size, we feel like a mid-sized company, and our personality could probably describe as that Midwest nice. Strong values, Midwest values of honesty, integrity, doing what's right because it's the right way to go. Our culture is one of teamwork and collaboration. We have a history of promoting from within, and our veterans are 3 times more likely to rise to the ranks of senior leadership. So Containers, what do we make, right? Our claim to fame really is making the steel and aluminum cans, food cans, pet food cans for the world's largest food companies. We make these in our high-speed, state-of-the-art production facilities located across the country. Some of our customers are people you'll know, brand names, Campbell's Soup, Nestle, Del Monte, Hormel. Our industry, our products are sustainable, stable, and environmentally friendly. More than 70% of everything we produce here in Containers is recycled. We have 28 plant locations within the United States, including Puerto Rico, and we are headquartered in Woodland Hills, California. On average, we have 125 open positions on any given day across corporate and operations. We have a legacy of hiring veterans across all of the departments and have an ongoing commitment to hiring veterans. Containers is the market leader. We're considered the industry experts. We hold the majority of our market share at 57%. Our closest competitor sits at 9%. The slide that you're looking at, we do offer a personalized approach, tailoring it to our veterans, transitioning military personnel, and your spouses to help you find and successfully transition into civilian careers. We really work towards that open, honest, and collaborative relationship building strategy, which will help ensure that your transition is seamless. Next slide. So why pick us, right? There's a lot of great companies out there. As candidates, there's a lot to choose from. First of all, it's our commitment to career advancement. So we have a legacy of promoting from within, and our veterans are 3 times more likely to rise to the ranks of executive management. So our company values your potential and is going to reward your dedication. We are and always have been a military-friendly workplace. We really look at your background as an asset, looking at what you've done and your commitment to the quality and excellence. And a lot of times that technical expertise is unmixed. So you can expect to come into a supportive environment where your skills and experiences will be recognized, leveraged to meet our goals, and then celebrated. And when I mean celebrated, what I'm talking about is we're pretty flat organizationally, and so there's a lot of visibility throughout the organization. And so your great work is going to be seen and recognized, rewarded through promotional opportunities, through pay raises. Finally, Silgan, we're not sexy making metal food cans, but this is essential to the world's food supply chain. Everybody needs to eat. And you can enjoy peace of mind that a career here with Silgan will be stable. You'll receive robust benefits, and we're going to prioritize your employee well-being, and provide you with any needed resources and support for long-term success. Next slide. Okay, so here is, I don't know why the quick stats aren't showing up. There we go. All right, so this is just a picture of where our plants are located. You're going to see the majority of them are in the Midwest. That is because the food literally comes out of your fields, orchards, waterways, and into our cans within 24 hours. So they are packed with freshness. 28 plant locations, 104 manufacturing lines, 98 different can sizes, right? All the way down from the little pet food cans up to your commercial size cans that would be used in hospitals or school systems. We produce 15 billion cans a year and 19 billion ends. So that is a lot of product moving through our facilities each year. Next slide. Okay, so this just gives you a rough breakdown of the key positions that we have open today. You have a QR code here to go right to these openings. You can search by location, position. You can search across any of our divisions. So if there is a position that's not with containers, that's okay. We'd still love to have you in the Silgan family. And that first column there really breaks down the different disciplines of the military and where most of our folks are coming from. So we hope that this speaks to you, that you will take a look at Silgan and chat with our recruiters momentarily.
Thank you so much, Sarah. All right, so you've heard from our premier employers. Please remember we do have 5 additional employers, so 8 total that are going to be in our breakout rooms. So once again, thank you to those who presented here in the main session. At this time, what we're going to do, I'm going to ask the job seekers to please stay here in the main lobby with us. We're just going to run down a few items in terms of how to operate the breakout rooms and ensure you're successful in there. But I am going to go ahead and open the breakout rooms so that our employers can go ahead and get in there and get themselves ready to go for those job seekers. So for my job seekers, let's talk through some best practices. What I recommend is to plan for about 8 to 10 minutes in a breakout room before heading to your next room. Many companies will first talk about their company in a little bit more detail, provide key points of contacts, and then open to Q&A. So during those sessions, I do recommend that you have your camera on, especially if you are planning to ask questions live. Use the chat feature to drop in the location of where you are searching in and the questions that you have. Most companies will have additional staff to help answer your questions individually in the chat, so you can also directly message them in the chat if you would like. This is a time for you to engage, right? Not often are you able to directly ask questions to these companies before ever applying to them, so really maximize on this opportunity. Lastly, if you have not renamed yourself with your first and last name, we highly recommend that you do so so that the employers know who they are talking to when you ask questions. And you can do this by hovering over your photo. There'll be 3 dots and you can choose to rename yourself. So now we're going to go through some of the logistics of actually navigating the rooms. I know we're all on a little bit different levels of experience when it comes to Zoom calls like this. So as you can see here, at the bottom of your device, whether it's mobile or computer, you should have a navigation or control bar. You're going to locate the breakout room by either clicking that 4 square that says breakout rooms, or if you do not see that as an option, we've kind of shown you here, you should be able to click those 3 dots that say more and click breakout rooms as well. And once you click into that, you'll be able to see the different breakout rooms that you can navigate on. So when you click on this icon, a new window will pop up, kind of like you see down here at the bottom. You're going to click on the join button to go into your first breakout room. Don't do that yet. And then you'll follow kind of this same process to move between the breakout rooms. There's no specific order that you must visit the rooms in, but if you see that a room has fewer participants, that might be a really great opportunity to stop by for a little bit more one-on-one networking. And then once you're done with that breakout room, once again, you'll click that breakout room button and you'll be able to click and go into or choose to go into the next room as well. And then finally, once you're done with the breakout rooms, or let's say you want to take a break, right? You had a really great dialogue while you were in one of those breakout rooms. You kind of need a few minutes to process everything or write some notes down, maybe fire off an email if you need to. You can always come back to the main lobby. That is where I will be located. And you can do that by clicking that leave room. If you click leave meeting, it will close out the event, but that's okay. All you got to do is click that Zoom link in your email and it'll bring you right back into the session. So at this time, we are in the breakout room portion of the event. So like I said, click that 4 square that says breakout room or click that more option and choose breakout rooms and go ahead and head into those breakout rooms. This is that opportunity, right? Network and engage. Learn as much as you can. You never know what's going to come out of these conversations. So capture the key information that they deliver to you. That way you can also continue the conversation at after the event. I'll be here in the main lobby. Please let me know what I can do to support you. So enjoy those breakout rooms.
Hey, Rachel,